Today's top 5 is going to be different, and we got weapons that I've never shown you guys before, some weapons that are going to absolutely destroy people in 2 or 3 shots, no recoil whatsoever. It's going to make your enemies mad, it's going to anger a lot of people, and these are guns that you definitely want to use within the game in order to do better. Not only are you going to do better, but you're going to notice that these guns are just so easy to use as well. The recoil control is nice, everything about these guns is great. They're good at close range, mid range, long range. You guys are going to love these. Let's get into today's top 5. What is up, guys? My name is Nick and welcome back to another Modern Warfare 2 video. Like I said, man, today we're going to be looking at 5 weapons that are going to completely decimate your enemies. They're going to be angry, people are not going to like it, people are going to want to copy your exact class, they're going to want to use these guns for sure, and I'm telling you, these guns are disgustingly good. Some of these guns don't look like they should be as good as they are, but they definitely are. So we're going to get into those, but before we do, if you guys could drop a like on this, I would truly appreciate that. Sub to the channel with those notifications turned on, and let me know down in the comments below, what is your favorite weapon to use in Modern Warfare 2? What's the best gun in your opinion in the whole entire game? Alright, the first one that I want to talk to you guys about today is going to be the ISO 45. This class is really solid. It's an easy gun to use, it's a nice gun to use. What I'm going to do today is go through all the attachments and then I'll just show you guys all the tunings really quickly so we don't waste too much time. So the first attachment on this one right here is going to be 9-inch PTX trainer. This gives damage range, hipfire accuracy, movement speed, and bullet velocity. The great thing about hipfire accuracy on an SMG is that once an enemy does run up to you and stuff, you can start shooting your gun before you even have time to ADS, and you should get a shot on or 2 before you fully ADS, meaning that you could kill people really quickly with that. The next attachment on this is going to be the XTEN Razor Comp, and this is for vertical and horizontal recoil control. This attachment is awesome, I love it. It makes the gun so much easier to control, especially at longer distances. The next attachment on this one is going to be the .45 auto overpressured P, or plus P. This one's great because it doesn't show any enemy skulls when you actually kill them, so their teammates won't see where they died, they won't know that you're around the area, but it also doesn't show any target flinch. I mean, it also gives a bunch of target flinch. Obviously, it's not going to show it on your screen, but this means the minute you start shooting the enemy, if you shoot first, he's going to flinch a lot, so he's going to miss his first few shots on you, hopefully, while you actually make him flinch a lot, and it's really nice to use this attachment right here. Then we're going to go on to the optic, and I really honestly love the CRONEN mini dot at the moment. I don't know what it is about it, it just feels really nice to use. It might be a placebo effect, but I feel like this attachment takes away vertical and horizontal recoil control as well, and it just makes it a lot easier to aim at your enemies. And then the last attachment is going to be an optional one. You guys could choose between the two, but it's going to be either the rear grip, the EXP shear, which is the one that I like because you get sprint to fire and ADS with it, or it's going to be the stock. And for the stock, what I would really recommend is something that gives you recoil control, and that's the Torn Span 9. It's a nice one as well, but I would go for the rear grip on this. As you guys can see, this is the class right here. Here's all the tunings. You guys can go ahead, copy it, use it, do what you got to do with it. This gun is so good, and it's probably one of the better guns in the game, so I highly recommend using it. And even though it's an SMG, it still plays like an AR at the same time, so it's great. The next weapon on this list is going to be the new Razorback. So the Tempest Razorback, the FFAR, it's a great gun, the FAMAS, whatever you want to call it, it's a great gun. It's one of the better guns in the game as well, and the lack of recoil on this gun and the fact that it fires really quick is really nice to shoot down enemies and get a bunch of kills with it. So the first attachment on this one is going to be the CORVUS / Gen 2 for muzzle flash concealment and recoil steadiness. It's really solid on there. Then we're going to move on to the barrel, which is going to be the 16-inch Tanker V. This gives you even more recoil control and bullet velocity, and I would say you got to make sure that you tune these properly because the tuning on these makes or breaks the gun, and if you tune it properly, it's going to be even better. The next attachment on this one is going to be the laser, and that's the SCHLAGER Peck Box 4 or 5. I'm not sure what that is. You guys know what it is. It says ADS, and that's all you got with this. So you get ADS with this. The reason I threw this on is because the last couple of attachments, the last 2 attachments, actually took away ADS. So I kind of wanted to just put an attachment that is focused just on ADS and doesn't have any cons, and it works out really great on this gun. The optic is the CRONEN mini dot. Obviously, I just told you guys it's really good. And then we got the last attachment, which is the ammunition, and that's the 5.56 overpressured P. So this one only gives target flinch. Not like the last one, the enemies will still see the skulls and stuff, but this one definitely is really worth running. Now, I don't have a rear grip and I don't have a stock on this class, and I don't feel like I need it. This gun is actually really solid without those, and it's, I think, the only class I've ever made that doesn't have a stock or a rear grip. So yeah, it's good. Go ahead and use it. You guys saw it. It's a nice class. It does the job, and it drops people quickly. The next one is going to be the 5.56 Icarus. I never really made an LMG class until the other day, and this is a class that I love, man. This gun is so disgustingly strong. I would say it's better than SMGs at the game. I don't know why, I would just say that it's so good. You definitely want to use it, and it's pretty solid. So let's get into the attachments on this one. The first one is going to be the muzzle, and that's the RF Crown 50. I did try to make this compared to SMG classes, but we did need to also put on something that took away some ADS. So the muzzle is the one that takes away ADS, but you get horizontal and vertical recoil control, which is really solid. Then we got the FSS OLE-V laser, and this one gives us ADS, sprint to fire, the two best pros to get in the game, and aiming stability, so it's really nice right there. Then we got the 5.56 overpressured plus P again for more target flinch, and then the final two attachments, we didn't skip out on them this time. We got the Ravage 8 stock for crouch movement speed, sprint speed, and ADS speed. This one's really important because it is an LMG. You want that sprint speed up a little bit, and definitely that ADS does make it really nice. And then the final attachment is the rear grip, and that's the XTEN grip for even more sprint to fire and even more ADS. Now we do lose a lot of recoil control on this gun, but you guys saw the gameplay in the background. It's not bad whatsoever. Here's the class right here. You guys got all the tuning for it as well. I really recommend using this gun. I wouldn't use it on the super large maps or anything like that, because then the recoil control might actually make it not too great. But if you're using it on small mid-sized maps, this gun is going to do solid for an LMG. It doesn't make sense why it's so good. It doesn't make sense why it drops enemies so fast, but hey, it does, and I'm not angry about it. Going on to another weapon on this list, we're going to go to the ISO Hemlock. Now the ISO Hemlock is a gun that not a lot of people are using, but it is a gun that a lot of people need to start using. It's one of those guns where you're going to drop people nicely, consistently, and it's going to feel awesome every single time you do it. So the first attachment is the Cypher 121 barrel, and this one actually blocks out the muzzle, so you cannot throw a muzzle on with this class, but that's because you get sound suppression with this barrel, and you also get recoil control, which is really solid. The recoil control is actually great on this one. Then we got the SCHLAGER Peck Box IV again for the laser, and this gives us ADS speed, which again, I just want something that gives us ADS speed. I'm not worried about anything else. I want that ADS speed up, and these attachments definitely give it. We got the 45 round mag on this one. Thank God it's not a drum, because if it was a drum, it would be way too heavy and it would take away way too much ADS and sprint to fire. But it's pretty solid. It's a nice attachment. It gives you 45. You should be able to drop people quickly with that. Then we got the rear grip, the XTEN rear grip for sprint to fire, ADS, and then the MACE 600 stock for aiming stability and recoil control. Now with that stock, we actually lose some sprint speed and ADS and all that, but that's why I put the laser on to give us even more ADS, and that's why I put the rear grip on again to give us even more ADS. So this class again is a solid one. It's one I would definitely recommend, and it's one that I think all of you guys would love for sure. Now the final weapon that I want to talk about in today's video is going to be a gun that I have spoken about before, and I say it every single time. Nobody is using this gun enough, and that is the FSS Hurricane. This gun is a gun you need to start using. All right, it shoots a little slow, so I can understand why people don't want to use it, but it's such a great gun. It's so consistent, and if you shoot one person, the next gunfight's going to feel exactly the same. Every shot's going to hit, everything's going to feel nice, that recoil is going to be so easy to control, and it's a gun you want to use. So the barrel is going to be the FSS X7 barrel, which gives us sound suppression, bullet velocity, damage range, and recoil control. Now if you guys notice, it gives us sound suppression, meaning again, the muzzle is blocked from this attachment. We can't throw a muzzle on, but I'm all for it. I don't really care whatsoever. The laser is going to be the FSS OLE-V laser once again for ADS speed, sprint to fire speed, and aiming stability. It is good, it is disgusting, and you will draw people with it. Now unfortunately, we cannot throw a bigger mag on this class. This is it. Like, this is the only one you get. You can't even put a smaller one on. But it is what it is. This gun comes with a lot anyways. You don't have to worry about reloading too much, and I do like it. Now, the next attachment, instead of the CRONEN Mini Dot, I threw on the CRONEN Mini Pro, and this is also really nice on this class right here. Then we got the Demo Fade Pro Stock for the stock, and this gives us recoil control, takes away some ADS and crouch movement speed, but I don't mind losing it too much. And then the final attachment, the rear grip, I'm gonna tell you guys what it gives, and then you guys try to guess the attachment. It gives sprint to fire, and it gives ADS. And if you haven't guessed the attachment yet, it is the XTEN grip, one of the best rear grips in the entire game. It just makes the gun so much faster, and because this is an SMG, you're already going to be really quick with it, so I wouldn't worry too much. This gun's going to be so fast. You could drop so many people, and the best part is you don't even have to reload after every 2 or 3 kills. You could just reload after 5 or 6 kills, and you will be fine. Now, if you're like me, you have a reloading addiction, and it doesn't matter how many bullets a gun comes with. After you shoot one shot, you automatically start reloading because it's just an addiction, and we can't stop it, but it is what it is. Like I said earlier, guys, if you could let me know down in the comments what your favorite weapon is in the game, the best weapon in your opinion, I would truly appreciate that. Drop a like on this, sub to the channel with those notifications turned on. Thank you guys for watching. My name is Nick, and I will catch you in the next one. Peace.